We know that if we pass the DREAM Act, it will help the economy, creating new jobs and economic growth when the talent of these young people, as they come out of high school and college, is brought into our economy. In my home state of Illinois, by 2030, the DREAM Act will contribute $14 billion in economic activity, and and Dreamers would create up to 58,992 new jobs. I come to the floor of the Senate frequently to tell their stories. They used to hide in the shadows. They didn't want to talk about who they were because they were undocumented and afraid of being deported. Many were deported. But I came to the floor to tell the stories of those who had the courage to step up and identify themselves and run that risk, just so people knew who they were. And I'll tell a story today about Pierre Berastain. Pierre and his sister were brought to the United States by their parents from Peru in 1998 when they were children. Pierre didn't speak a word of English when he first arrived in Carrollton, Texas, but he worked hard to learn English. He excelled academically and was accepted at the Academy of Biomedical Professions in his high school. In 2006, Pierre was accepted at Harvard, one of the best universities in our country. He went on to get a bachelor's degree with honors. He's currently pursuing a master's degree at Harvard Divinity School. In addition to working on this graduate degree, he's active in his community. Among many other volunteer activities, Pierre works at Renewal House, a domestic violence shelter in Boston. His volunteer work led Harvard to award Pierre the Thomas Upham Scholarship, which is given to an outstanding graduate student committed to public service. Pierre recently wrote an article about growing up as an undocumented immigrant. And here's what he said: "I am not a criminal, a monster, a predator, or someone who sits at home doing nothing substantive or meaningful. I care for this country. I care for its success as well as its struggles, for its joys as well as its sorrows. I'm not asking that our government maintain an open-door policy for immigrants. I'm simply asking that it give an opportunity to those of us who have proven ourselves." Well, Pierre is right. America needs young people just like him, who love their country and are dedicated to caring for our society's most vulnerable.